Hello Year 3, welcome to today's science lesson. The date today is the 5th of March 2021 and our learning objective for today is to be able to group rocks according to their characteristics. And some success criteria for today is to learn about different ways of sorting and then to use a Venn diagram to sort some rocks. So today's class is mainly about organizing rocks into different groups. So if you look at all these different types of rocks here, we have different colors, different shapes, different textures. Pause the video and have a think about how you could separate these rocks into two different groups based on their characteristics. Here they have been divided for you already into two groups. What characteristic do you think has been used to separate these rocks? Have a careful look, pause the video, take a close look. What is different about these two groups of rocks? So the difference between these two groups is that the rocks on the left are all one colour and the rocks on the right are more than one colour. So on that right hand side we can see little parts of green, and the yellow sandstone there has got grey dark patches. What about now? How have we separated the rocks now? Pause the video and have a think. What is the difference between these two groups of rocks? The difference that has been identified here is that these rocks on the left have very sharp edges and the rocks on the right are a bit smoother. There are many different ways to sort rocks. When you are sorting rocks according to their characteristics, there are lots of charts you can use to help you organize the rocks. This is a Venn diagram. The space in the middle of the two circles is for a rock that can fit into both categories. So just as an example here of how we can use a Venn diagram to separate rocks into groups, we have pale coloured rocks on the left and dark coloured rocks on the right. Here it is finished for you. Do you agree that this Venn diagram has sorted the rocks? On the left, can you see mostly pale? On the right, can you see mostly dark? And in the middle, do we have rocks that are both pale and a little bit dark too? Pause the video and think if you agree if this is done correctly. This is a Carroll diagram. This enables you to sort the rocks using more than one category, more than one characteristic. Can you spot any rocks that are in the wrong place? Pause the video and see if you can see a rock that is not in the correct place. If you identified these two rocks as belonging to the pale group, then well spotted. The yellow rock on the left, do you think that is pale or dark? And one question to think about, pause the video and maybe think, why is it important to separate rocks into different groups using their characteristics? When you look at your assignment today, it should look something like this. Now, this is our Venn diagram. We've put it in a vertical position, but that's okay. And at the top, you can write how you classified the rocks. So you could maybe put by color, or however you feel like classifying them. The rocks, we don't need to get any real rocks. It would be best to have real rocks, but they're down here. And you should be able to move them around. So you should be able to put them into your Venn diagram however you want to do it. So we have all the rocks down here. Separate them off into by their different characteristics. I will add a couple of Venn diagrams to the assignments on Teams so you can do 2 or 3 or however many you want to do. Okay, good job, good luck with the assignment.